Alrighty, we're going to be putting a wall light up here above a door. Here in the country I was born in, we use 12 American wire gauge on 20 amps, 14 American wire gauge on 15 amps. Black is live, white is neutral, the bare or the green is the ground. Red and blue are also live colors. However, you may find white live in a switch loop or a 240-volt circuit where the appliance does not require a neutral. So we'll pop down and get our drill. So we're going to use a spade bit here. And we're going to try to get centered above the middle of the door here, so we'll go right here. Hey, it went up nice and easy. Okay, we're going to use a plastic wire mold here. And this is the wire mold box. And if you look closely, it's made here in the country I was born in. That's a nice thing to see. And also, the wire is made here in the country I was born in. That's a nice thing to see. So we'll get our wire out of our packaging here. It is a very hot August day, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my wire up through this way. So I have to go quite a ways to get to a junction box. And I hear it up above the ceiling here. This is plastic, so we don't have to worry about the metal shaving into the wire. Okay, we'll try again. Well, it looks like we're going to have to cut it somehow. Okay, we cut our PVC a little bit so we can get it up here. Okay, we'll get it nice and up in there, nice and snug, and we're going to mount our box here. Okay, so we have to break out the little tab that we're using, the size that we're using here. So I'll set this piece in here like this. And we screw this onto our wall here. Okay, we got a nice solid bite to screw into. So we have to break our little notch out according to the size wire mold we're using. So we're going to take our side cutters, we're going to clip open the size that we're going to be using here. Like that. Put it on over our box here. Okay, so we got our box ready to go up here. That's on the way. Two more. Okay, sets right in the little notch like that there. So box on here like this. There it goes. Looks like they went crooked a little bit. So I have to undo it, go back to ground zero. It's only a joy. It's only a joy. You don't get frustrated. You learn to love to do things again and again. So we gotta make sure it's straight. Here it's perfectly straight. And now it fits in our slot the way we want it. Nice and straight. What's nice about working with the plastic box is you don't have to worry about sharp edges and the wires getting cut. Okay, snug, 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 snug. So now we're ready to strip our wires here. If it goes hard, it goes hard. You don't get upset. I'll just score it gently down the middle here. Careful not to cut the wires, just stay in the middle. All right. There we go. Okay, so now we can cut our wires back just a little bit here. Just strip our black with our number 12 hole and our white with the number 12 hole. I'm going to go down and get the light out of our box. Okay, so here we got to take the back plate off of our light here, which is these screws here. We have the screws on the bottom here. Yep. Okay, so first we'll put our bracket up here on the box. Okay, now we gotta get our screws to screw it on the box up here. They come in a package like this here. Comes with orange wire nuts and the two 632 screws. Here. I'm going to put it just slightly bigger so it fits. Let me see, make sure I get the right two here. Okay, the two outer ones. So I'm going to just take my needle nose here and just poke it in here and just make it a little bit bigger. As you can see, screws aren't too long. Nope. I gotta ring that hole a little bit bigger. I gotta ring that hole just a little bit more. So let's get my needles in there and keep going back and forth. That might do it. See if I touch it. Add a little bit more. I'm going to put it down there on the ladder and try it. Yeah, I did it a little bit more forcibly on the ladder. Let's see if they line up now. Now they line up. I'm going to just do this one just a little bit more. Now it's going to fit nicely. Yep, it's going to fit. So fasten's there, right against the box. One, two. Okay, now we'll put our ground wire around our green screw here. You always put it around the screw, the direction the screw turns. And what this ground does is if something shorts out inside the light, it will go back to the ground rather than give you a shock. Put our ground wire down into our box here a little bit. Now we're ready to hook our fixture up. These are the orange wire nuts we're going to use. And I'll set our other set of screws over here so we don't lose them. Here's our top. Here's our bottom. Okay, as you can see, this has built-in LEDs inside the fixture. You never have to worry about replacing the bulbs. So we'll start with hooking them up. We'll set it in here. Get our ground wire wrapped around our ground wire here. Get our conductors even on the end like this here. See how I got them even on the end there? Take our wire nut. Make sure they're even. Take our wire nut. Put it on here. How are you doing?
Good, how about you?
Good. And these are our conductors here. Okay, I'll get our insulation even at the bottom here like this. Wrap our strands around the solid wire. So I get the strands wrapped around the solid. Our insulation is even down here on the bottom and our copper is even on the top. We'll stick our wire nut on. We'll just twist it on here nice and tight. And we'll do the same with our black. We'll get our insulation even at the bottom. We'll wrap our stranded wire around the top like that. Get our insulation even at the bottom and our copper even at the top. We'll take our wire nut and we'll make sure our insulation is going up into the bottom of the wire nut. Okay, all our wires are on there nice and tight. So now we can fold our wires down into our box. So I'll get our ground in here like this. Okay, I'll bring our fixture up a little bit. So I'll bring our wires back into the box like this. Okay, so we get all our wires to go into our box. Okay, so we got our wires all into our box. So we'll tip this up this way. And we'll make sure we get all these wires down into our box. And I will just simply take and get our screws. Find our screw holes up here. Where are they? There's one here. screws down here. Okay, now we got to get our bottom screws in. They're right here. One is right here. There it is. Hopefully I can get my screwdriver in there. If I can't, I can't. If I can, I can. And hey, I'm lucky. I got it to go in. And there's our light all up on the wall the way they want it. Peace. Thanks for watching.